Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Christopher Coakley, President of Search 365, here live with you for Win Liv. Let me just say up front, it's been absolutely crazy with my internet going in and out, so we're going to try to do this live all the way through, but if I blink out or blink back in, just be patient with me. I haven't gone anywhere. I'll pop right back up eventually. Let me start with just some housekeeping, guys. I mean, right now we are absolutely in phenomenal times. We're coming down the home stretch of the first phase of the pre-launch, and we're getting ready to move in the second phase. I'm so excited about that because the second phase is where we start to reveal so many of the new changes that are taking place in the company, some of the new things that we have that's just going to make us stand out above anybody else, and also really kind of detail our why and our mission and how we truly are going to commit to healing nations with vacations. That's not just a slogan or a cute little saying. That's a belief that we are deeply rooted in, as we found out more and more through research, the connection between vacations and truly getting your life in harmony and healing so many things that ill us today. I mean, when you just, it's overwhelming, the fact that we talk so much about mental illness right now, but I mean, if you took the time to take vacation and man, the effects that it can have on the way you think, on your stress level, which then we know stress affects everything from obesity to high blood pressure, and then we know high blood pressure and obesity affects diabetes and heart disease, and you can just connect, and some people go, well, these studies aren't definitive and there's not enough. Well, you know what? I'd rather take a bunch of vacations and be wrong than take none and find out that I could have made a difference. But yet I'm now spending my later golden years sick and hospital bound instead of traveling the world and enjoying myself and enjoying my family. And so we are absolutely selling out to that cause. And so as it gets closer to the next phase, which will be at the end of this month, we're going to start going into phase 2 of the pre-launch, which is going to be very exciting and a whole lot of fun. But in the month of December, don't forget, you're in the heat of the battle. If you're a team builder, to be the number one team builder and win Bali in 1 month competition. Be the number one regional builder and win Bali in just 1 month competition, or be the number one national builder and win Bali in just a 1 month competition. So you don't want to relax right now. You want to put it all out on the line and get Bali knocked out. You will know by the end of this month that you are for sure going to Bali, and you're going for the absolute best price, free. That's always my favorite price for anything that I can get for free. I take 2. And so, you will know for sure that that's something you're going to enjoy, and we're going to have a great time in Bali as a company, as a team. I think it's going to be the first time that me and Scott are leading a delegate of our teammates and partners that far away for that long. And so it's going to be an exciting time to just get there and have a ton of fun, but yet also do a little brainstorming on the side about how to explode our businesses to the next level. It's absolutely a trip you don't want to miss. You absolutely don't want to miss it. So make sure you don't give up. But I know some of you right now are in tough times. Some of you, things are slowing down. People aren't getting back to you. You're getting frustrated, because guys, listen to me now. I say this so many times, and so many people don't remember or don't process it. 90% of winning is the space between your 2 ears. The way you think. That's 90% of winning. But I know you've also heard people say that your toughest times are right before you break through, right before success. And that's true, because, when it comes to winning, everything that's going to attack you is going to attack you mentally. And so right now, yeah, people are going to flake because they're used to spending this time of the year getting ready for the holidays. They're used to getting ready to have fun. They're shutting down from work. They're stopping thinking because they're not typically entrepreneurs that this is the time of the year that they make 50 or 60% of their money. And just because you say that doesn't change a person's habits. And so, yeah, you're going to have more people and you're going to have, but that just means that you're being tested during your breakthrough. That just means you got to work a little harder. You got to follow up a little more. You got to talk to more new people. You're probably 2 or 3 no's away from the yes you've really been looking for, from a superstar who's sick and tired of being sick and tired and want to change their life so bad they're willing to do whatever it takes. And they're going to run like you've never seen anybody run, and your team's going to explode like it's never exploded before. But they're still out there looking for something, and you still haven't spoke to them yet. And so you guys' paths are coming, but if you stop, you're going to miss them. So you can't let something distract you. You can't let no's frustrate you. You can't let people who said I'm in but then don't call you back or don't answer their phone stop you. You can't let anything interfere with your mentality. Don't spend the rest of your month chasing people who you've talked to already. Hey guys, take an hour out of each day and follow up with all the people you got pending and spend the rest of the day going out and talking to new people. The superstar you need in your business you haven't met yet. You haven't met them yet. But see, all the forces that be are hoping to shut you down, turn you back, get you all focused on just the holiday and shopping and cooking and stop working. Now let me say this because I don't ever want you to misunderstand me. Success is truly God, family, business. And I talk about business a lot. And the reason I talk about business a lot is that my assumption is you've already got God and family locked in. So I'm on number 3. But if you're struggling, then let me help give you some clarity. Don't ever struggle with God and family before business. So I know religious obligations and responsibilities you have to meet them. If you work when you're supposed to work, you should be able to do other things when you're supposed to do those other things. The only reason it all gets blurry is because when you don't work when you're supposed to work, then you end up working when you should be doing something else. See, it doesn't matter what kind of blitz we're in, I'm still going to have date night. I'm still going to have family time. I don't ever cancel those things for business. Oh, we're in a blitz, I'm canceling. No, I don't cancel. I work like crazy when I'm supposed to work so I can have those days for family and have those days to practice my religious beliefs. So I'm not going to talk to you about that part because that's personal between you and your religion and your family. I'm talking to you about work. But you'll never succeed at work if you don't have those other things handled. However handle means to you and your family and your God. We got it? So I'm never telling you ignore, but I am telling you, you got to blitz like you can't believe right now. You got to make sure that the time you have set aside to work, you're selling out. Don't let anything distract you. Don't let anything take you off your game mentally. Don't let anything stop you from continuing to talk to new people. You have not met the superstar you're looking for yet. I know some of you have recruited a lot of people during this pre-launch. You still haven't met the superstar you're looking for yet. And don't get pulled back into old ways of thinking. See, whenever we run into tough times, we resort back to that which we're comfortable. We start looking for the logical explanation for things. And guys, I'm telling you right now, logic is not where we are right now. See, you're not going to get more recruits if you say, well, I'm just going to tell them, be a travel agent, be this or be. You're not going to get what you're looking for. See, to do something that can't be explained, you got to do what can't be explained. We're talking about healing the nations with vacations. We're talking about getting millions and millions of people to make vacation and travel a part of their DNA, a part of their life, a part of not a luxury, not a present, not a gift. Oh, I'm going to try to plan a trip for my birthday. How about just try to plan a trip every quarter or twice a year, whether it's your birthday or not? See, how about being committed to allowing your body time to recuperate and heal through all the hard work and stress we encounter every day trying to make it financially? How about blending that into an entire new lifestyle? See, we're talking about doing something that's monumental. And therefore your thought pattern can't explain that. Logically, how's this company going to attack the world like that? And it's because we're looking for people that thinks beyond. See, we're looking for people that will sell out to our why. We're looking for people that want to make a difference. You know, I read an article about the millennials, and everybody keeps talking to me about, Chris, we've got to do this and recruit the millennials. You got to understand the millennials, this new generation, although a lot of people look at them like they're troubled or they're flaky, or the reality of it is the millennials don't want to waste any of their life. What do I mean by that? They want whatever they choose to do to make a difference, or they'd rather do nothing at all. See, our generation didn't do that. We'd be on a job for 30 years before we realize it ain't going nowhere, and we ain't achieving nothing. Generation before us would be there their whole life and die having not achieved anything. This next generation refuses to give their whole life to something and achieve nothing. If they're on a job 2 months and it doesn't look like it's going anywhere, they'll quit. And we freak out and go, what do you mean you quit your job? And because we're thinking money and we're thinking stability and they're thinking purpose. It's going nowhere. I was learning nothing. I'm gaining nothing. I'm doing nothing. I'm achieving nothing. And so they'll quit and wander until they find what they're looking for. And there's a power in that. Because when you think about it, people volunteer for causes they believe in as much, if not more, than they work for money. And so, guys, now that we have a cause to believe in like you can't believe, so many more people are going to be attracted to your business. So many more people are going to be attracted to your opportunity. When they realize this is a place that you can heal people physically and financially, this is a place where we can change the way people think about their family. This is a place where we can get people to not only travel the world, but you know what comes with traveling the world? Respecting the world. And do all of that while building financial freedom and a legacy for your children's children. When they start to realize the combination, you're going to have more people show up than you can stand. Guys, you're on the verge of a whole new concept in business. A whole business. The concept's not new. Some companies have realized that they needed to have a purpose and a why bigger than what they did. We're realizing it now, and the effects have been outrageous. The response has been incredible. The realization people have that travel is more than just going somewhere, having fun, and some drinks and some food. It's catching on like you can't believe. Which tells me we're on the verge of something huge. Which also tells me we're going to be attacked like we've never been attacked before. We're going to have issues like we've never had. See, before you ever have a big breakthrough, your darkest days are usually the days right before success. See, you got to be tested to see if you're mentally ready for the success that's coming. If you've got that space between your two ears under control, if you're ready to be the leader you always thought you were, you always talked about being. See, I'm a little nervous right now. I'm a little scared that my leadership is going to be forced to go to a level that I've never been at before, that I've never achieved. I'm really challenged right now that my whole life's going to change. I don't know, do anybody else feel that way? I feel that way. But that means I'm also prepared. I'm prepared for the fight to that comes with it. See, to whom great things are given, great things are expected. I'm prepared for the expectation of everyone around me to go up. Are you? Because you need to be. Because that's what we're on the verge of making happen. And so I want to wrap up with saying, look, this is the time to work on your leadership. This is the time to prepare yourself for what's about to happen. As you're recruiting and building and putting people in place for $99 and getting them ready for the next phase of this opportunity. And I believe as we get close to the end of the month, you're going to start to hear more and more about phase 2 and what's about to happen and when it's going to start. And all those things are going to start to become available to you. We're working every day on things, and me and Scott are flying into the home office next week, and we're going to do some final touches on all kinds of great information and things of that nature. And as all of that's happening, you just got to get ready, get your leadership game up. See, and the beauty of our business is leadership is learned. You're not born with it. It's not a talent. See, you don't have to ever worry that you can't be a good enough leader. As long as you're working on it and growing and getting better every day, that will be reflected in how you climb and the level of achievements you reach. See, the big money goes to the leaders. Always has, always will. And so you need to focus on your leadership. You need to start to walk in your leadership. Just some quick things you can change instantly just to up your leadership game right now when you're being attacked mentally. Everybody's trying to throw you off and change your focus. And you just remember you're a leader. Now's the time when more and more people are going to be around you that as a leader you got to stand out. Don't blend in. See, this ain't the time to fade to the back. This is the time to move to the front and let people know why you do what you do. And watch how that attracts more people. See, as a leader, this is the time for you to show up early and find out how you can contribute and compare. And stay late and evaluate the job you've done and what you can do better. See, as a leader, these are the times that you need to dress sharp all the time, because you don't know when you're going to run into that person that's looking for the answer. This time of the year is not only a time of celebration, it's a time of reflection. It's a time when people start looking and evaluating their lives and figuring out, what am I going to do next? How am I going to get better? How am I going to do more? And they don't know the answer. They just know the question. But some of you have the answer. You got to move forward. You got to speak up. You got to be on stage 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't let people catch you slipping. Don't let people catch you angry and bad attitude, and don't let people catch you slipping. 24/7, we're leaders. Never be negative. Never be negative. Chris, that's not possible. You can't never be negative. You can never be negative where anybody's ever seen you negative. I used to tell people all the time, if somebody can see you, never be negative. But I really feel bad today. Great. There's 2 things you can do. You can go in your closet and lock the door and stay in there until you feel better. Stay in there and do affirmations until you convince yourself that you feel better. I'm alive, I'm awake, I feel great. Whatever you got to tell yourself till you come out. Hey, get in your car, turn your music up real loud, and scream and cry. To everybody you drive by, it'll look like you're singing a really good song. And drive around until you feel better, till you get it all out. Just make sure there's nobody with you in that closet. Nobody. Not family, not children, not spouse. Nobody should see you negative. And make sure nobody's in your car but you. And so if you got to get it out, get it out. As soon as you get near a person, you get back on your game as a leader. and be an example for people. Hey, you got to do everything first. Guys, everything you want other people to do, you got to do it first. If you want a team of people who win contests, you got to go win the Bali contest. If you want a team of people that go for promotions, you got to go for a promotion. If you want a team of people that get bonuses, you got to get bonuses. If you want a team of people that truly leads with their heart and their mission, you got to lead with your heart and your mission. See, whatever it is you want your team to look like, whatever it is you want your network to become, you got to go become it first. See, you got to check yourself and make sure, is that what I'm being? And sometimes people drop the ball. And their desire to be successful, they stop focusing on the why, and they just start trying to close sales. Guys, it's not good enough to do the shortcut. Get people the right way so they come in with the right mindset, so they achieve the maximum that they're here to achieve. You got to do that. Always remain a student. Guys, right now, I hope you're learning. I hope you're still reading. I hope you're making sure you continue to grow. You're getting on the conference calls. You're going to trainings. You got to remain a student. I've done so much reading this week. I learned so many things that my brain's about to explode as I'm keeping up with what's going on in the world and different movements and different ways that companies move in my brain. And I'm absorbing so much information. It's absolutely incredible. I've never felt more alive than when I'm learning and learning and learning and learning great stuff that I can help people with. Always remain a student. Make sure you never miss anything. Right now is a critical time. Don't miss meetings. Whatever's going on in your area, whatever your director or your leaders are doing, don't miss it, guys. This is not the time to miss. You miss something, you can miss a whole new change in something we're doing and be left behind. There's so many people right now in this very company have no idea what's going on because they're not plugged in. And when they plug in, they're going to plug into a whole different company that they're now going to have to play catch up when some of us are going to be exploding into the new year. And guys, don't make excuses. Leaders don't make excuses. See, you either make money or you make excuses. You can't do both. Now's the time not to make excuses for why you can't and why you didn't and why you missed something or didn't show up or didn't. Just do what you're supposed to do as a leader. Look, you got to be extremely coachable. Right now, we're calling plays with no explanations. We're saying, do this, show up here, go here, do that, and most of it has no explanation. You got to be coachable. It may not make sense to you right now. It's going to make a world of dollars to you later. Hey, look. I need each and every one of you who can hear my voice and see my face to begin today to walk, talk, and act like the director you intend to become. I need you to do it right now. I need you to stop thinking. I need you to become a director mentally right now. Now. And then walk in that directorship today. Make sure you're somebody that your upline leaders can count on. But more importantly, make sure you're somebody that your downline leaders can count on. Blitz the rest of this month like you've never blitzed before. And get ready for phase 2. Talk to you guys next time on Winners Win Live.